And in the meantime, we have word. This is one of the things that's been going around the interweb tubes, and it really is just disgusting. It's one of the most. It's very much like the Barbara Boxer thing, call me senator. But it's worse than that. I know you're thinking, what could be worse than that? What could be worse than that? Well, what's worse is Valerie Jarrett, Urkel's sidekick. Urkel's sidekick. They're at a dinner. She's at a dinner with some important politicians and military people. Yeah. And she is, it's just disgusting. I got this from Todd Starnes over on the Twitter. Oh, also in this hour, we're going to talk about Al-Qaeda being on the brink of a nuclear weapon. Isn't that fabulous? That is just so fabulous. So they're at this dinner, and she's at this table, and look, you've got people, apparently the military that's there is in full dress uniform. Yeah. And Jarrett's at this table, and a general walks by. And she tells him she needs another glass of wine, and if he would fetch it for her. I'm not kidding you. This is a general in his dress uniform. A uniform general. More wine. Well, this was at dinner last night by believe it or not, the Alfalfa Club. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. At the Alfalfa Club. A tipster at the dinner. Because since no press was there, it could have gone away. But no, thank God there was a tipster in there. Went to the Daily Caller. Jarrett was seated at the head table with other big-name politicians, handful of high-ranking military. So she's at this table, and this several-star general walks by. And she signaled for his attention, like with her hand, and said, "I'd like another glass of wine." Would you ever mistake a general in his dress uniform for a waiter? Would you? I have never seen in L.A. or New York or in London or in Paris, and I've been to all. I have never seen a waiter that looks like a uniformed American general. Ever. Apparently, White House economic advisor Austin Goolsbee, the man who said the hell was going to come forth and cats are going to sleep with dogs if we don't raise the debt ceiling, was seated next to Jarrett, and he began cracking up nervously. Here's the White House economic advisor laughing like a 12-year-old girl. Instead of behaving like an adult man. What kind of pants does he wear? What kind of name is that anyway? Austin freaking Goolsbee? I want this to be United States of Tammy so I can put some of these bastards in jail. And he's laughing. You've got a several-star general has killed people and has watched people get killed and has lost people and has been in wars and has saved this great nation so that stupid cow can sit at that damn freaking table. I'd like another glass of wine. Any other country with people the complexion of Valerie Jarrett and Barack Obama, the inclinations, the liberal inclinations of those people, any other country, those people would have already been in jail or executed. They should get on their knees and thank that general and his uniform and his stars for keeping this nation free. Sweet, just disgusting. And Goolsbee is cracking up nervously. How about if you say, "Oh, Miss Jarrett, That's a general. It's not a waiter. Well, you know what the general did, according to the tipster? As you might expect an American general to do. I don't know if it was a general or an admiral that was responding to Boxer, who was very, very respectful when Boxer asked to be called senator and not ma'am. The tipster told the Daily Caller the guy dutifully went up and got her a glass of wine and then came back and gave it to her and then took a seat at the table. Everyone is in tuxedos and gowns at this thing, the tipster said, but the military people are all in full dress uniform. And the tipster said there was no shortage of waiters either. In other words, she meant to do that to him. Well, like I said, we all find our level, don't we? They're disgusting. What we can hope, and there's a very, very good chance, this is what we can hope for these leftists, for this scum, is that they're miserable. And having known and so many leftists and having talked to you about how misery loves company, I can guarantee you, people like this Valerie Jarrett is not happy. Not a happy woman. If you need to try to demean a man who's accomplished something as remarkable as being an American general, something's wrong with you. And you are a miserable bitch. That is what she is. They're all disgusting. She worships a dumb bastard and then tells a general to get her a glass of wine. Now, the reason we are the greatest country on earth is because our general, unlike me, no, the general's a better person than I am. Most of you are better people than I am. The general was gallant and did it. That's why we're a great country. Because you better people don't allow scum like this to affect you. I've just been around it for so much. I've just, I reached my tipping point years ago. I just have. Yeah, that is something. It tells you volumes about character and about the kind of people that Obama really has surrounded himself with. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fascinating, isn't it? And a theater. Special little bits like this. They've realized they were wrong. But a theater that does the dinner theater, they were doing the Mikado, Gilbert and Sullivan's comedic light opera. The MCT Community Theater. Apparently, they changed the script a bit. And they had the character of Coco, the Lord High Executioner. Note, and they have a list, this person gives a list of people who would not be missed. Remember, it's the Lord High Executioner who has this list. And Sarah Palin was suddenly on the list. Sarah Palin. It's extraordinary. Well, sir, the executive director was like, oh, man, we made a mistake, to the local newspaper there, the Missoulian. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, we made a mistake, said Michael McGill. The issue was raised Friday in a letter to the newspaper. This is why your letters to the editor are... Don't... Look, I've got radio and stuff, and that's fabulous. Let me tell you the things that matter. Letters to the editor. Comments on websites. Letters to Congress. Phone calls. Things that you do as an individual American. Look, the establishment wants you to think that they really don't matter. They do, believe me. Well, this came from a letter to the newspaper from a reader, the Missoulian,